Recently, I finished all 300 plus episodes of Fairy Tail, and let's just say I might be addicted, just a teeny bit. And the characters that I've been obsessed with most are Gray and Juvia. I love this couple so much. I ship Juvia so much, man. Juvia is by far my favorite character in Fairy Tail. I'm smiling so much. She's had that top spot ever since she was introduced. I mean, when she was introduced, she was just a gloomy, rainy person. She was a part of the Phantom Lord Guild, literally the ops. Her fight with Gray was complete jokes, pure comedy. I loved it. But it was also quite sad at the same time, because the reason why there was so much rain in the first place was because she was just sad. No one ever accepted her except Phantom Lord, and she's just been sad ever since she was a kid, and it broke my heart, man. And seeing Gray just save her and just making the rain go away, and it's just her seeing the sun again, her smiling, it made me so happy, man. Her reaction and just her falling in love with Gray, I knew she was gonna be my favorite character after that. The ship were sailing, dog. Like, their dynamic is so funny, it's comedic and serious, and I love that. Juvia's delusions and antics are so funny, but outside of the comedy, this relationship actually experiences growth. Initially, it seemed like it was a one-sided love, but over time we see Gray's feelings for Juvia evolve. Like, as much as he is annoyed or doesn't care for her antics, he still does care for her a lot. The best example is from episode 220, where it's their 413th day anniversary for when they first met. Literally the least crazy thing Juvia does for Gray, by the way. But this whole episode was literally just Juvia finding out what to get Gray and eventually decides to make him a scarf, which is so cute, by the way. But yeah, this day also happens to be the anniversary of when Gray's master died, so obviously Gray's not in the best of moods and doesn't even accept a gift. And he just comes off as ungrateful and is kind of a jerk, but obviously that's before we know what happened. Because of that, Juvia is quite sad, and after a talk with Erza, she just goes home. Meanwhile, Gray, after thinking of the past a little, remembering his master, and then he just runs back to grab the scarf that is just in the snow in the random street, dog. And it's just so cute, man. Look at this, dog. My couple for real. And of course, this is Juvia we're talking about, so the next day they just apologize, and then she just gives him a body pillow of herself. Though on sadder events, during the Tartaros arc, which is like sad for every character, dog, like Lucy, Natsu, everyone went through, but spoiler warning, by the way, just in case you ain't watched this arc yet or anything ahead. I think we're also going to be talking about the Alvarez arc later. And yeah, spoiler warning over, and bro, Gray fights his dad. Holy, this was such a sad and emotional scene. One of my favorites of all of Fairy Tail. Like, his dad was just straight up lying to him, telling him he was Deliora, and that he was just out there trying to kill him. But Gray, deep down, he really knew that was his father, and that just broke my heart, man. Oh my. Both of them knowing he's going to die, and then just having a father-son talk with the sunset in the background. I was crying, man. Like, and while that was happening, Juvia was fighting the necromancer, Keys, who was actually puppeteering Gray's dad. She knew that by killing him, she would unintentionally be also killing Gray's dad. That wasn't really like a physical fight, as she would have been able to defeat him. But the real fight was just the mental one. Like, knowing she would be killing her lover's father, like, the guilt that she must have been experiencing. She was just crying and apologizing to Gray after the fight, like, duh, how are you gonna make me cry twice in the same episode, man? What a heart-wrenching scene, man. Showing us her guilt, her sorrow, and how much that fight really affected her mentally. Like, she's not just a comic relief character, guys. She has her own emotions. And this moment just added layers to her character's dog. Showing her inner strength and, like, the heavy price of her love and her loyalty. It's just not about winning the battle. It's about the sacrifices of winning. And even after this whole arc, Juvia would, like, tell Gray that she killed his father. And the way Gray just cries on her arm, says thank you for freeing him, just had me crying again, yo. Now in episode 307, during the Alvarez arc, Juvia and Gray are once again fighting. This time, this guy named Invel, another ice dude. Invel traps Juvia and Gray and forces them to basically fight to the death in order for one of them to be free. Bro, a nightmare scenario for both of them. Because obviously they don't want to fight each other. But yeah, they start fighting each other because he's just forcing them to. But oh my gosh. In a heart-wrenching twist, Juvia decides to take her own life to prevent Gray from having to kill her, since she knows that, like, him killing her would hurt him so much. But yo, this selfless act is just the pinnacle of her love and devotion, dog. She creates a water blade and stabs herself, hoping to save Gray from the pain of killing her. And Gray's reaction is immediate and filled with grief, as we find out that he had the same idea and also stabbed himself. Like, as both of them are laying there presumed dead, Gray wakes up to find out that Juvia learned a spell to turn her water into blood to give it to Gray. Gray is of course mortified and cries out to Juvia as he thinks Juvia has just died saving his life. Like, oh my gosh, that scene. And I saw the manga panel for this. Oh my goodness, I need that on my wall. Yeah, he transformed into a demon and he gets like revenge, dog, because he's obviously like extremely upset, but he's really mad, dog. Though luckily for us and Gray, Wendy was nearby and saved Juvia, thank goodness. This moment once again solidified their relationship as they were both willing to lay down their own lives to help each other. Once again, I cried for this scene. No one else is making me feel like this. Now, for my all-time favorite scene in Fairy Tail. If you watched my last Fairy Tail video, you should already know. During the Tenro Island arc, she fights Meredy of the Grimoire Hearts, another bad guy group. Once Juvia hears that she's after Gray, she locks in. She legit locks in and starts fighting for him. But Meredy puts a sensory link on both of them and Gray, so now the pain is shared between the three of them. Indeed a dilemma. But unfortunately, Meredy has decided that since she's connected to Gray, she can just kill herself to kill Gray. Juvia tries to stop her, but Meredy says there's no stopping the death of Gray Fullbuster. And as she's about to kill herself, Juvia comes and hugs her. I'm gonna let the clip do the rest of the talking.
Please. Like I live for the person I love. You don't have a choice. If you have love, you have to live. Love?
Juvia's just so goated, man. Like, she not only saved herself and Gray, but also Meredy. Her telling Meredy to live, to find a purpose, which in this situation is loving someone. If you love someone, you should live for them. This scene just hits hard for me because if you know any of my favorite characters and any scenes from any of my favorite animes, like for example ReZero, finding a reason to live through love is a theme that I really love. And seeing Juvia growth is inspirational. She starts as a lonely, rain-soaked wizard, but then transforms into a vital member of the Fairy Tail Guild, building bonds with so many different characters, saving so many lives. Once again, Juvia's just the GOAT, what can I say? She's not only the best character in Fairy Tail, she's one of the best in all of anime, no cap. I love her design, her love for Gray, and her growth as a character. I love Juvia a lot. I'm excited to see what happens to Juvia and Gray during the 100 Year Quest anime, which is coming out soon. I'm gonna make a video on that. Matter of fact, the one shot literally dropped today as I'm recording, and we got to see them together. I'm so happy. Yo, W one shot. I'm also just extremely happy for the support y'all showed me in my last video. I worked hard on that video, and it's easily one of my favorite videos to make. I love that video, and I love the Fairy Tail community. Y'all showed me so much love. For the past few weeks, I've done nothing but experience Fairy Tail. I'm so addicted to this series. I literally changed my Twitter profile pic to Juvia. Like, I never ever change my profile pic. She's in some elite company. Anyways, thank y'all once again. Subscribe, like, do all that. Yeah, peace.